for the way in which the demos have turned out. If it's our culture to demo like that, if that's what we are saying, then we shouldn't be seeing fatalities out of these demonstrations, Joseph.
First,
yes.
We need to understand one thing. There is a problem in this direction or aspect. One, the demonstrations were illegal in one way or the other. Why do I say so? There were communications from the ministry concerned, the Interior Ministry.
How many of us believe that demonstrations were illegal? How many of us believe?
Before we go even
just
to
for show of hands,
whom to blame.
Just tuone tu kwa mikono, because there's been that tough again of whether the demonstrations are illegal or not. How many of us believe that demonstrations were illegal? Just by show of hands.
They were.
Hold on. I'm counting. It's only 3 of you, gentlemen, who are saying what the demonstrations were illegal. The rest of the panel, wanasema hizo demos hazikuwa illegal.
No. They are abstaining from voting.
Why would
they have abstained?
Goja.
They are not sure where they fall.
Joseph, acha nizio swali tena. Ni wangapi wana believe? Apana. Okay, there's a vote. Okay, how many of us believe that the demos were illegal? By show of hands again. It's only 4.
Now they are okay. I think what they should do.
Yes.
They shouldn't raise their hand like this.
Yes.
They should put it up. Okay. Why they are not putting it up is because they don't understand.
But then the majority,
or they don't get it to know that this is the correct or this is wrong.
Yes.
One, we shouldn't blame Kenyans on this. We shouldn't blame the government. We should blame one person, the one who wants to be beseated because he lost an election. That's where the problem is. One, my MP that I was supporting, he lost. He never urged us to demonstrate so that we can show the incoming MP that he need a stake.
Because they believed he lost according to the process.
Democratically, once you lost, you have lost. And the moment I say they were illegal is because the communications from the ministry and from Professor Kindiki, he said that demonstrations are not allowed.
In this country, can you...
No, wait first.
You're still speaking. Is it okay? Acha tena niulize hiyo swali. Ni vizuri Kindiki akuje aseme eti demonstrations kwa hii country haziko allowed. How many of us believe that was right again? Because that's where the conversation begins. Again, by show of hands. By the Fred, you gotta vote this time around. Because Kindiki alikuja akasema, is it demos, they're illegal in this country. The president comes in and says, we were never going to allow demonstrations to continue in this country.
Yes, because of economy.
Just hold on. How many of us believe that si vizuri, Joseph, msa kuja aseme eti demonstrations ni illegal? How many of us believe it's wrong for Kindiki to come in and tell us demonstrations are illegal? Again, by show of hands. That's it. You say that? But well, Joseph. How many of us believe again that it's wrong for Kindiki to come and say, well, the demos in this country are not allowed? Good. You see, now majority of us believe that indeed the communication from Kindiki and the government and the president is illegal. It's wrong.
Yes,
you can't tell Kenyans that the demos are illegal. Well, Joseph, continue.
Because of the direction that the demonstrators were taking, that's why they were announced illegal.
Yes.
Because majority of our demonstrators, as my sister has said, is that they don't come in peace. They come with guns. There is a recording and some aspect and cases that were witnessed that the police were fired up by a certain group, to a point of the same group were using spoiled cars in Kibra to shield themselves so that they can shoot to the police. So we see the goonism in the demonstrators. So it wasn't correct to take that direction. And whoever died, they died out of their own problem in terms of you cannot go and fight police knowing that they have a weapon to weaponize on you. Second, if the demonstrators were genuine enough, our shops wouldn't have been looted. Our cars wouldn't have been burned. Who's supposed to make sure that the shops are not looted, the cars are not burned, and the demos are safe? That's why people were shot, because those who were shot, in one way or the other, they were either stealing, they were either fighting back the police, or they were they were destroying property.
So do you believe
so
that
for me,
yes,
as I conclude,
yes,
or I summarize what I'm saying is, we should blame Raila and the Azimio team
yes,
on all these because they are the people who called the demonstrations and they are the people who never urged their supporters
yes,
to come in peace and to stop coming with the stones. So the last part is,
yes,
let us not blame ourselves, all of us, because why should I be blamed for someone's death who like went willingly knowing that he can die? For me, I never went for demonstrations. That's why I'm here.
Joseph, why? Joseph, Mbono kwenda demos?
Because in whatever they are trying to advocate,
yes,
they are doing it the wrong way. Second,
I'll be coming,
if they lost, they lost. You cannot tell me
yes,
to go and demonstrate
yes,
for cost of living, and you are saying
yeah,
that the illegitimate president is in office.
No, this time around walikuambia tuende kwa street juu ya cost of living.
Which cost of living? For them, they want a deal.
Lakini
you have seen that they are claiming that Suluhu came to the country unnoticed.
Yes.
No, I would say this. There was no Tanzanian president in the country on those days.
We're going to get into that.